Just about to get a business that will be new to Ohio. Today, the state announced the large cultivators of medical marijuana.
Only 12 companies were chosen. The only one in our area is on Homan Way in Mount Orab. Local 12's Jeff Hirsch is live with a look at the impact that community is expecting when medical pot becomes reality. Jeff?
Well, good evening. You know, in this season of giving, the state of Ohio has given one of the 12 coveted large grow operators licenses to a company out of New York called Columbia Care. Columbia Care has legal marijuana operations in 9 states plus Puerto Rico, and now they're going to be coming to Mount Orab, and they will be the only large legal medical marijuana grow site in our area. This driveway to an empty field will soon become a driveway to legal medical marijuana cultivation.
Oh, it was a big surprise. I couldn't believe it.
The site on Homan Way was among 12 large medical marijuana grow sites approved today by the state of Ohio. This site is next to the X-Mill machining and fabrication plant.
I'm not sure if it's going to help our property value or decline our property value. I'm not sure. It's, you know, nothing like this has ever happened around here, so I'm interested to find out.
Under the state of Ohio's regulations, the marijuana cultivation building which will go here could be as large as 25,000 square feet. Doesn't have to be that big, but it could be. Now, to give you an idea, X-Mill, the business next door, is 10,000 square feet. Mount Orab's mayor says he's always opposed recreational marijuana, but medically says could help people in pain and could also help the village financially.
It's not a business we went out and recruited. These people own the property, and has the proper zoning, and so they applied for a license. Really didn't think that they would probably, you know, get that license, but it's here, and the state legislature made it legal. Governor signed it, so it's here.
And at X-Mill, where there is some concern over property values, there is also support for medical marijuana.
For people that are sick and anything that can help relieve them, that's not going to affect them. You know, it's one thing to take all this medication and have all this buildup of chemicals and different type things, and if this is something that can be done, I mean, that's great.
And if medical marijuana helps somebody in chemotherapy eat, well, I'm all for it. I mean, I think, you know, they're going through enough, and if they got anything that can help them, I'm all for it.
Now, the mayor says he's not sure how much tax revenue will come from this facility, but he says whatever does come, he would like to see it directed to the police and fire departments to add personnel. Interestingly, this is just a cultivation license, not a dispensary. In fact, there are no dispensary licenses that were even applied for in Brown County. So all of the marijuana that's cultivated here in this county will be shipped somewhere else and sold when it comes to pass to be distributed. Live in Mount Orab, Jeff Hirsch, Local 12 News, back to you.
And they grow all this stuff inside, right? The building's going to house the grow operation indoors.
Yeah, that's very important to point out. I know when I went out to Denver a few years ago doing stories on illegal marijuana cultivation, it's a big warehouse. There's no signage. It doesn't say buy pot here or grow pot here. There's a lot of security. You got to go be buzzed in and go through, be checked. If you didn't know what it was, you wouldn't know what it was.
Yeah. Jeff Hirsch, thanks very much. We reached out to the company to find out more about the business, and in a statement they told us today's decision will allow Columbia Care to bring its national track record of compliance and best-in-class care to support the launch of this important program. We look forward to working with the Mount Orab community and others in Ohio in the coming months. The company's mission is to improve lives and communities through research, education, partnerships, and the responsible use of their products.